Welcome to topic 4 of module 3, subunit 3, Biodiversity Hotspots. I am Dr. Anup K, PG and Research Department of Botany, the Zamorin's Guruvatpan College, Kozhikode. Biodiversity Hotspots. It is a biogeographic region that is a reservoir of biodiversity and a home to most rare and endangered species. The biodiversity of this region is threatened with the human habitation. According to Conservation International, to qualify as a biodiversity hotspot, a region must meet two strict criteria. It must have at least 1,500 vascular plants as endemic, which is to say it must have a high percentage of plant life found nowhere else on the planet. A hotspot, in other words, is irreplaceable. It must have 30% or less of its original natural vegetation. In other words, it must be threatened. Conservation International identifies 36 areas as biodiversity hotspots by 2020. They represent just 2.4% of Earth's land surface, but they support more than half of the world's plant species as endemics. That is, species found no place else, and nearly 40,000 bird, mammal, reptile, and amphibian species as endemic. Importance of biodiversity hotspots. Biodiversity hotspots will include areas of high sensitivity. It is estimated that biodiversity hotspots, despite comprising 2.3% of the Earth's surface, account for 35% of the global ecosystem services. Hotspots are among the richest and most important ecosystems on Earth. They contain many vulnerable populations and habitats. The species seen within these areas are not replaceable. This shows that both habitats and the species seen in hotspots are under a high level of threat. Habitat destruction, resource mismanagement, poaching, climate change are some of the threats to hotspots. Several organizations are trying to protect these hotspots, biodiversity hotspots. So let us have a look at few of them. Initiatives for hotspots conservation. Only a small percentage of the total land area within biodiversity hotspot is now protected. Several international organizations are working in many ways to conserve biodiversity hotspots, of which first one we will discuss about WWF, World Wildlife Fund. It is the world's leading conservation organization and it works nearly in 100 countries, provides support for the conservation of wildlife species. They are on a mission to conserve nature and reduce the most pressing threats to the biodiversity of life on Earth. WWF works to help local communities conserve the natural resources. They collaborate with people around the world to develop and deliver innovative solutions that protect communities, wildlife, and the places in which they live. The second one is BirdLife International. They are on a mission to conserve birds, their habitats, and global biodiversity, working with people towards sustainability in the use of natural resources. They are also on a mission to prevent extinction in the wild, to maintain and where possible improve the conservation status of all bird species, to conserve the sites and habitats important for birds and other biodiversity, and also to sustain the vital ecological systems. Another organization is Plant Life International, which is a British conservation charity working nationally and internationally to save threatened wild flowers, plants, and fungi. They are engaged in the exploration of hotspots. The group also has an international program which includes projects on medicinal plant conservation and sustainable use in Himalayas and East Africa. National Geographic Society is another organization that supports research, exploration, and conservation to protect species at risk. They provide free online courses on conservation. It provides since 1888, the National Geographic Society has awarded over 13,000 grants. The last one we will discuss here is CEPF. It's a global program, provides grants to organizations around the world. They have provided grant totaling more than $242 million and technical assistance to over 2,400 civil society organizations and individuals. They have taken action to conserve more than 882 species in the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. They help to strengthen the management and protection of 47.3 million hectares of key biodiversity areas. So these are different types of organization. In coming to the case of India, we have 4 major biodiversity hotspots. They are Himalaya, Indo-Burma, Sundalands, and Western Ghats. Himalaya includes the entire Himalayan region in India. It is also a part of Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, China, and Myanmar. Indo-Burma includes entire northeastern India except Assam and Andaman group of islands. This hotspot also share with Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, South China. Sundalands includes Nicobar group of islands and it is also a part of Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore and Philippines. Coming to the last one, it is Western Ghat. It includes the entire Western Ghat region. So coming to the conclusion, we have discussed about the importance of biodiversity hotspots, initiatives for hotspot conservation, different organizations involved in hotspot conservation, and finally the 4 major biodiversity hotspots in India. Thank you.